What about my love? Wasn't it enough? Just let me know.
So let's go back and reiterate why I picked Bo Nix for the Vikings here. Out of everybody that was picked up on the board so far, Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jaden Daniels, and Michael Penix Jr. went to the Falcons. Bo Nix was the best thrower of the football down the field last year. There was no competition. You can go and watch Troy Franklin, his one wide receiver. You can go watch his brother, Tez Walker. Tez Johnson. They were amazing downfield. That was one of the knocks on Bo Nix last year was, all he does is throw short passes and he throws a deep one and they score. He was the best thrower of the football last year, bar none. You can go look it up. Had the second highest completion percentage ever in college football history, and most of his passes were downfield. So everybody that says that they watch film, that they watch Bo Nix play, they obviously didn't. It was his second year with Dan Lanning, who is a defensive coach, and he lit the league up. The only quarterback he got beat by was Michael Penix Jr. And you can't tell me the two times that Oregon played Washington, that Washington played their best game. Oregon played good, and it was not only a mistake by Dan Lanning in the first game, but the second game of the season, they were better than Washington. And a couple mistakes happened at the end of the game where Washington just had the juice to go down the field and score on them. So if people want to say that they want to hold the two Washington games, no. Bo Nix and Oregon were considered the best team up until that game, until they lost it. Everybody in the country was saying Oregon was probably the number one team in the country because they were beating the dog crap out of teams. Bo Nix was the most consistent quarterback. He's the smartest quarterback. He's a great teammate. We saw it firsthand at the Senior Bowl what happened. So if you want a guy that's a teammate, and let's talk about the mobility. The smartest runner in this quarterback class, outside of probably Sam Hartman. He's not going to get hurt. And all the Vikings fans are talking about, we need mobility. You don't need Jaden Daniels' mobility. Jaden Daniels is not a good intermediate quarterback. You can see it. He can't throw outside the numbers. He can't throw in the middle of the field all that often. He runs in the middle of the field all the way that often. He's a small quarterback. Bo Nix is the guy that you need on your team if you want to not only being able to throw it deep to JJ, which was everybody wants the ball to go to JJ. He'll get the ball to JJ. He is mobile in the pocket, but he's smart with it. He'll roll out and make sure he can throw the ball downfield before he tucks it and runs it. He doesn't get hurt all that often. And he has a ton of experience playing in college from the SEC over to the Pac-12, and he brought Oregon to dominance. One of the things that Bo Nix said before he was about to declare for the draft last year is that he wanted to make sure his teammates last year that they got their just due in this year's season, to make sure that he was able to put his teammates on the map. Not only was his brother one of the best wide receivers last year, Troy Franklin would be nothing without Bo Nix and his draft status. Bucky Irving got put on the map. And that offensive line, Jackson Powers Johnson would have never been spotlighted as one of the best centers in the league without Bo Nix coming back. So all this talk about people saying that they know Bo Nix, hey, we can sit here and break down the film. I'll watch the film with you again and show why he was one of the most incredible quarterbacks last year. And I think outside of one guy, Sam Hartman, how he's damn near 2 on my board. I'm not going to reveal my top 5. Bo Nix was incredible last year. So there's your reasoning. Who else is going to give you a breakdown like that? I don't know. But we can go and watch the tape. You can come to our film study. I'll make sure that we break down Bo Nix here in the next couple of weeks.